All right, so for anybody watching at home and for us here talking on the thing, we had a conversation before we started. We have run through and figured out our lines and veils for us as players within the game, and of course, the campaign. Just to make it abundantly clear to everybody here as players in Discord, we do have a set of emojis for X card, O card, and card. If there's something that is unpleasant that people are not cool with, try throwing one of those in the chat. If you're not comfortable doing it, ask somebody else. They will throw one into the chat. We'll be able to deal with that from there. And worth noting to everybody, player and watchers alike, open table policy. If there's something that comes up, if there's something that's not sitting well, if there's something that you just need to break, any reason comes up that's like, you need time, step away. Don't have to justify it. You're just allowed to go. Awesome. One more note that I did just add to the list. Casey, you won't actually be able to accidentally kill anybody in this game.
Oh, really?
The rules are very explicit that even when you knock somebody down to like 0 health, unless you have specifically said you are trying to kill them, they're only unconscious.
Oh, awesome. Good. Because
I'm pretty
don't try to feed human to me, and we won't have to worry about that.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure most of those slayings were intentional.
This is going to be Schrodinger's. This is Schrodinger's orphanage all over again.
Oh my god!
Hey, look, that wasn't my fault, man.
And it wasn't maybe even an orphanage, okay?
No, it was an orphanage. We decided it was an orphanage.
Definitely an orphanage.
Okay. For viewers who might be as new as me, I joined this group and they were like, "Look, there's an inside joke." Or
you're gonna get hit with it.
People.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I will at break time, Owen. I will explain my lineage of HSC and the body count that I have.
Oh yeah. You want to probably explain it from your side because we definitely told Owen what our side
y'all
was.
May be the villain.
I feel like I got the gist. I'm good.
Well, one of the old ladies did try to serve as people meat and drug us. So,
well, then you
I feel like that was
one of
them.
Just
one of them.
One of them.
Hey,
the other one just looked vaguely threatening, if I remember correctly. But
I think Mike was actually on that channel.
We made it all of 10 minutes.
Welcome to Marvel Multiverse.
That's right.
Welcome to HSC.
Game, we're gonna do something here eventually, right?
Let's do that. Let's do that now.
Okay. Start out, right? So the central conceit of the game to give us some cover as players as we are flaying through here for the next X number of weeks. I think it's like 7-ish, 8-ish. We're scheduled to run through right before Thanksgiving. We are playing Marvel Multiverse. We are playing an offshoot from the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline. So there is a bunch of chaos to keep track of if you really wanted to, but far less than if we were talking about the comic books. So 10, 15 years of chaos versus like 60. We're based on the shows.
It feels condensed when you say it like that, but it's not condensed. That's still 15 years of content. That's like One Piece. Like you can't just, can't just. By the way, folks, this is canon. Anybody who likes Marvel, you got to watch this entire game to fully understand everything that's happening in the next movie that comes out. This is a canon event.
Yes, this is
Marvel
they have clued us in. The events that happened in tonight's episode will be reflected in tomorrow's premiere of Loki season 2. We are actually keyed to the episode releases so that it's.
And just like that,
I don't remember what I was talking about anymore. Yeah, it's.
Mickey Mouse is going to show up to your house, Mike. Oh my God. You can't say those things.
Yeah, posed. Yes. So the idea is that this is the content from like some other Marvel MCU TV show, right? But that maybe they didn't actually. Right? They got through as like maybe we're not going to release this one. Like it's capitalism is happening with all these streaming services. Like. We'd rather take the loss on making this and get the tax break than actually put the content out into the world. So while we have episodes of where we will stream and they will be in sequence, there will be like missing episodes of the TV show in between, right? So sometimes that character is somewhere else, and sometimes things will have happened in between those episodes, and we'll just be in a totally different place. So just to let everybody know, like that's where it's headed here. So good times. But yes, let us begin with the beginning of this magical series where we've managed to download piecemeal episodes off the dark web or what have you.
Yeah.
Where it opens with kind of like a nerdy looking man wearing like a short sleeve shirt with a tie under like flickering fluorescent bulbs. He is like sitting in front of a big bulky beige monitor for a computer, and as we get the view from behind, we can see that it's like an old like amber monitor. It's just like monochrome black and like yellow orange, and then like waving across the middle of the screen, we see this line that kind of undulates a little bit, and above it there's a little box that says the number 199999. And he's like there, he's bored, like kind of sighs. All right. Like reaches down, picks up a coffee mug, turns around the thing. And as we see like the view of him taking a sip of coffee, we hear like the computer behind him beep. And on the screen, you see like this little line kind of like come off the side of the one that was through the middle of the screen. And as like we kind of zoom in on the screen, and we see a little box show up above that. It says fills in with numbers. It says 8193. The guy turns back around. We kind of see him over the top of his cup of coffee, looking tense. And he puts it down and he starts typing. And the camera kind of like pans around low, like right above where the surface of his desk is. And you see that like the far side of his mug that's facing the camera fills up like a third of the screen, and it has this like 70s trying to be futuristic airline logo style thing on it that says TVA.
It's canon, folks.
There you go. That's yeah. Then we get this view of like this construction work site and like little text across the bottom screen. Greenwich Village, 2026. Yeah. So I'm gonna start hitting on characters. Ta-da. There you go. So Owen, Alfie, right? You are here. It is like ready to be the start of the workday. Across from the work site, there's a coffee shop. You probably stop there pretty frequently. You're in there, coming out. You can see the exterior of the work site from here, where it's fences that then have like kind of like the privacy mesh inside the chain link. And then on the outside of a bunch of them, they have like these promo posters, not quite billboards, like big things on the fence about like coming soon. And they are like probably like electric neon blue. And it says like Titania, and under the N it says NYC. It's like, coming soon. And it has Titania, who everyone would recognize because she's, of course, a wildly famous media influencer who is definitely not Jamila Jamil with like a red wig. It was Tahani from The Good Place. For anybody else.
Good.
Because yeah, it's all references the whole way down. So if you haven't watched She-Hulk, worth it. Go for it.
This is such the game for you, Mike.
There's
Full of
actually
references.
a like
I'm here for it.
shadow brand deal going on where this is all just to push Disney Plus. And we don't even know. Just Mike made the deal and never told anybody. Mike's getting tons of money right now.
Right.
This is why he's so anti-capitalism. He's trying to cover.
That's right.
Trying to cover for this Disney Plus deal.
It's been all about Disney all along.
All along. We see you.
Yeah. Well, look, hey, I don't like capitalism, but I still have to pay bills. So make of that what you will. All right.
The mouse got the money.
Yes. So Alfie is here on the street, coming out of this coffee shop. Can you describe Alfie for us?
Yeah. So I am Alfie Rizal, Alfredo, if you're a fucking narc. I am coasting into work, got the commute down. I'll probably arrive with like 3 seconds to spare. Got my bacon, egg, and cheese, and probably a Red Bull, even now at this hour of the morning. Yeah, Alfie's a chill guy. The vibes are strong. Brown skin, black wavy hair, a respectable 5'8", strolling into work. Yeah, I'm easy.
Yeah. I mean, there's two guys who are like on a bench outside like the shop here. Like they're here every day. You see them out here every day. They're not particularly old, but they're middle aged probably. Just out here sitting, drinking coffee. It's like, oh hey, yeah, look back again.
Yeah,
And one's kind
they
of
know
like,
me.
yeah, they recognize you from being around, from being here, from being somebody who works across the street over at the work site. I think as you're probably coming out, your phone will buzz,
Mhm.
and you have a text, and it just says at the top Smitty, and Smitty works on the work site. It just says, hope your wrench arm is warmed up, and it has a picture of like the loader, and like it's like on this weird angle, like it's like there's something's it's out of whack again.
Man.
This dang thing, every time. Like,
what they do to my baby? I'll be there. Yeah, be there in 3 seconds.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so we'll kind of come to a rest there for a moment. Angel, you are taking part in this construction and cleanup operation as part of your community service. How much community service did you earn here? Like, how long have you been having to do this?
We like finished the previous project, and I had enough hours left that they just rolled me over to another one. They just keep adding them on, you know. I don't.
Every time you show up late, they tack on an extra hour, and they stack up into another day at the end of each week.
And I always show up late. Every time. It's like a rule. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's out of the goodness of my heart. Who fucking knows?
So I think we get a view of you like on the subway, and that like it repeats, and it's always him on the subway, and like the shirt changes, and it's like every day going to the thing over and over. So what does Angel look like? He's like going to the site.
I mean, greasy hair that has not, like, the dye job has not been maintained. It's like pitch like blue black for most of it, but at the top it's just like sandy brown. And yeah, he's got lots of like facial piercings and like stuff going on. Definitely not like OSHA compliant after a certain point, I don't think. But yeah, he's got his like denim jacket on and like a tank top and some torn up like skinny jeans and some combat boots. But it's just like here every day, you know, like probably some like eyeliner and shit on from the night before, some chip nail polish, just really grungy, severely grungy.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then we see like, you know, day in, day out, him coming to work, him coming to the job site here. And every day it's one of those subway stations where like there's the stairs that go up, and at the top there's like a fence. On the fence on one side it's the like, hey, it's the A and the 7 train and the what have you, and then on the other side there's like the like small billboard kind of ad there. And just over and over we get this view of like you walking up to and turning and walking past this billboard, that was like, it was a Got Milk ad, but it was for like the replacement Captain America, whose name I wrote down on one of these pages, and now I cannot find it. John Walker. There we go.
I was gonna say loser would suffice.
Yes, but it's this Got Milk campaign billboard that has been up here and just like peeling and rotting and coming apart. And somebody has been like, someone did a pretty serious vandalism job to it, so that the glass is full of like, instead of being milk, it's all like red. And he's got like red eyes, and they've gone over at the top where it says "Got Milk" and it says "Got Murder." And then today, you come up to the top of the steps, and there's a different billboard there. Down one side, in teeny tiny type, because there's tons of it, there is like every medical condition known to man. And in the middle of it, there is a guy like aging, trying not to look older, probably did Botox before the photo shoot, comb over, bright red suit, white tie, like finger guns, big smile, and like text on the other side that says, "Have you or a loved one developed one of these medical conditions due to exposure to alien technology? You may be entitled to compensation. Call us now, get what you deserve."
Fucking glorious. Exactly. That person exists.
Yeah.
Where I grew up, that person's name was Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
Damn.
And Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer, would get you your check.
Not Jim Adler, the Texas Rattler. Come on.
I know, right? The Texas Rattler was in
Stone
Houston,
Cold.
but Jim Adler was in Dallas.
Yeah.
May one of them rest in peace. But when I moved to St. Louis, there was the law firm of Brown and Brown, who was two brothers who looked very similar but weren't actually twins, except one had an eye patch.
Oh.
Great.
Okay.
Why have I not seen these people?
Every town
Just-
I know.
has their claims lawyer that has just
Yeah.
blasted the airwaves,
For sure.
taken over. And what is this lawyer's name?
Oh, but why didn't I have a name for him? In my head, it's just
Saul
me like
Goodman.
Better Call Saul. Like that's
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the entire template for that character.
Yeah.
Yes, like no, he's Saul.
So,
If we want to not get sued, we can call him Paul.
Paul. Angel's gonna pull out like a little like pocket can of spray paint and just get a little bit of like devil horns going. Like spit on it and shine it and be like, all right, I'll just keep going. Like,
Nice. Ava. Tell me about your mentor. Like, cause I have thoughts, but I don't want to like just take over part of your character entirely.
I would love to hear your thoughts.
My thoughts are that your mentor is Professor Zervas, Zervas, who is Professor H. Catherine Zervas. I don't know what she's a professor of. I know she's a slightly older woman. She probably has like, I feel like she might have like a greenhouse on top of a brownstone kind of thing. To like
Love it. Love it. Okay.
small animals, plants, like weird nature things, but like contained in a space. And like that's someone who like you spend time with, who you're able to like gain guidance from when necessary.
I'm not a biology student, but I think. But
I think
it's
it's probably more of like a pastime for her.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Love it. Yeah.
she's probably somewhere adjacent to the law.
Hmm.
But yeah, she's there. There's probably like a shot of you living there, like, and she's like using one of the little spritzers on some kind of a plant up there.
Mhm.
We probably get a view of her from behind, and she's wearing like a sleeveless shirt that's kind of like dips in the back, and she actually has like a large tattoo of like an eagle, where like
Okay.
the feathers of the wings kind of extend out into like the back of her upper arms.
Mhm.
But she's there. It's like just more like, oh, didn't you have to go do your community service too?
Oh yeah, I
Wouldn't
timed
want
it
you to get in
out.
trouble.
No, I timed it out. I need to leave in 3 minutes. And then she would like give how she plans on getting there and how she has like timed it precisely, which is a thing that she does that Ava just always knows.
She'll be like, "You're sure it's going to be okay?" I don't. That's a very precise timeline, and you would hate to have something else like come up that's going to influence your.
I built time in. Yeah.
Okay, good. Glad to hear that.
Thank you.
And she'll kind of like turn around, and like that's when you'll get the like little as it like starts to rain on the greenhouse on top.
Oh, okay. It wasn't supposed to rain today. Cool. I have to go. No, and then she's a little flustered. Yeah.
I have one more thing, and I will save it for later. Lucius. See.
I think he's having camera trouble.
It's Casey. Is
Casey?
is he frozen? Oh, there you are.
There you are.
Hello? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he totally just went away from me.
Can y'all hear
Good.
me? Hello?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We got
Sorry,
you now.
don't know what happened there.
No, all good.
Yeah. What's up?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So,
I don't know what that was all about.
Lucius. So you have your sister, and she's a dependent. Do you guys like live together? I'm kind of assuming you do.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we live in a little bodega. Like, well, we live in an apartment above a bodega, like a little bodega thing.
Cool. I think you have community service. You still have community service. It's every day. Go to community service. Be there by X amount of time, and you get up in the morning to get
Mhm.
ready. And in like a classic, like we are definitely in New York moment of like photography, right? Like there's a window that opens onto a fire escape, and she's like has a blanket over her shoulders, and she's like sitting on the windowsill.
Mhm.
And she is like blowing smoke out to the windowsill, and like she only smokes when like something's up. And like you can see her there and be like, that girl hasn't slept. This
All right.
is what happens when she's up all night.
Right. So, I get up, and I grab whatever energy drink we have. Right. Open up a Monster today, I guess. And I walk over and I open it and I'm like, "Hey, sis, what's going on? What got you troubled?"
Oh, I fell asleep with the TV on, and I forgot it's October, and I woke up and they were showing that show. I don't, you know. And she is definitely talking about The Walking Dead. And she hates zombies. Like the entire month of October, she hates because there's Halloween and like everything is scary movies and zombies, and like zombies in particular really bother her.
Would I know why zombies really bother her? Because during the blip, I was in jail.
It's just always been a thing, probably
So
as long as you
I
can
know why
remember.
the
Like
zombies?
she's like a couple of years older than you, I think.
Okay.
And like
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
I'm
like
just trying to
as
make
long
sure,
as you
like,
can remember, like that's always been something that freaks her out. It's just wasn't what I was expecting
and I'm
to wake up to.
like, I kind of. Hey,
Oh,
look. Is the TV running?
you're breaking up, Casey.
I've lost
TV
everybody
right now.
Oh.
You're breaking up, Casey, when we were trying to hear what you're saying.
I was gonna be
Oh.
Not having any luck there. Oh no. Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh, we lost it. We lost Heather too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Discord.
The good news is, thanks to the magic of
Um,
Video Ninja, everybody stays in place in the overlay.
Oh, maybe
That's
not.
right. That's right.
There we go. All right. All right. We have
Hello?
Heather back. Hello? Good. No? Still no on yet for you? Okay. Do you want to take a minute? Or do we want to keep going?
I'm okay.
Yeah, maybe we take a minute and get the tech.
We'll take 5.
Nothing.
Cool.
Yeah. We're gonna take a couple minutes. We'll be back. Or keep your eye on chat in case, the bombs finally fall. Otherwise, yeah, we will see everybody in a moment. All right. Hi, everybody. We will try this again. Right, we're back. Yes, when we stepped away for a second, Lucius, we were in your apartment with your sister Katie, who has been up all night because she fell asleep in front of the TV and woke up to Walking Dead, and hates zombies. So we were hanging out here in the kitchen as she's like still trying to shake it off, and yeah, she's probably ready to finally crash, and you have to head out to community service here. Now, dig up the rubble that has been laying in Greenwich Village apparently for several years for this particular lot.
So I'll give her a hug and be like, you know that can't happen, or at least it shouldn't be able to happen, right? Like, we ain't going down a zombie apocalypse. Possibly.
No, I know. It's been a thing ever since we were little.
No, no.
You can't. I
When
mean,
Mom
you can't say for sure. We never would have thought, oh, giant snakes are going to fly through New York City, smashing buildings either. But that, hey, that happened too.
That's fair.
But yeah, I see what you mean. It's just it's like every year. I just have to get through October and I'll be fine. I just got to make it through November. I just gotta make it to
Why you got it on AMC? What were you watching on AMC for The Walking Dead?
Oh, the other show that's definitely not just part of their Walking Dead franchise. No, she was. I don't know what I don't know what's on AMC besides Walking Dead. It's
Better
just
Call
the Walking
Paul.
Dead channel.
Better Call Paul. That's right.
Better Call Paul.
Heather is not currently visible on stream.
Oh no!
For some reason.
Uh-oh. What is okay?
Probably just have to refresh the link.
Probably because she had to reconnect to Ninja. Okay, no, all good. Talk amongst yourselves. Neoclassical Roman architecture is neither neoclassical nor Roman in origin. So go.
Not technically architecture either. There's no structural component at all. It's just an aesthetic. There's no.
Just an aesthetic.
Those columns can't hold up a sheet of paper.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, get them. Fucking.
There's gonna be somebody that's gonna fight you on that. There's gonna be an engineer that'll be like, "Well, actually,
I can't wait.
This will be our undoing."
So, how often do y'all think
We
about
picked
the
a fight
Roman
with the
Empire?
wrong community.
Never. Every day.
Right.
So I have a calendar pop up every day at 10:30 in the morning. Just be like, think about
the Roman.
It's like a task alert at work just says choose violence, and you're like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah.
So I'll tell her to be like, look, do yourself a favor because you look terrible, and I take the cigarette from her, and I'm like, go to bed. You've been up all night, I could tell.
Yeah. So like,
look,
you're gonna be late,
I can't.
And like she'll like leave.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go. If I'm late, my PO's gonna fucking lose it, and I don't need her on my ass today. Plus, my boss he's a good guy. He's punctual. And I'll grab my, because what he looks like. He's 6'6", well built. He's throwing on his like high vis jacket. He's got fresh Timbs on. With some old red monkeys, not new red monkeys. And he's looking pretty fresh. And he's like, I'll catch you later, sis. He goes down the fire escape, just have it, stops in at the bodega, get a bagel, and of course
the guy who runs like the little bodega shop downstairs, he actually he owns the building. He's also your landlord, so you're familiar with him. He's like outside because it's like first thing in the morning and there's like not really anything going on inside, and he's like sweeping out front, and he is like there, and he is like watching, like diagonal across the intersection is like somebody else who has something commercial on the ground floor and then like owns the building. And there's like a moving company over there, like moving stuff into like an office space on the second floor. It's like, look at these guys. Look at these. I got better space in my building. You're getting ripped off. It's like, do your research next time. Like, it's like just yelling at him.
Miguel, why are you yelling at the new tenants, at the new people?
It's like, new tenants, they're not my tenants. I got space in this building. I got space coming out of places and things. They could have been up here. They could put an office up there, no problem. They got movers that could get anything up those stairs. It's,
We don't.
Why aren't you coming down the stairs? Were you on the fire escape again? I told you that is for emergencies, man.
And it was an emergency because I am running late. Can I get my poppy seed bagel, please?
Yeah, go inside.
Hi, Mrs. Hernandez. I'm here to get my bagel.
Mike.
And then after that, it's just a full sprint to the work site.
Can we just make it canon that these two landlords are brothers across the corner from each other? Or like brother-in-law, like
have not spoken in years.
Oh yeah.
How dare you try to set up shop directly across the intersection from me after you knew I was here, like one of them bought a building a month before the other. Like just like there's no good reason for that. Yes. Heather, do you still not have audio? That be a no. Okay, cool. So David, who chose a name that I did not have written down.
Renkov. Yeah. It was going to be Sir Renkov, but I don't like 3-syllable names, so it's Renkov. And that's why we're here.
Fair. All right. Yes, I think you arrive at the job site. And I think as you arrive at the job site, you walk in kind of through the front gate between these two like signs for like Titania NYC. And it's like some perfume that she has and like something like that off the other side.
Does the like the billboard smell of this perfume? Is it one of those deals where it's like,
oh, not anymore.
All right.
It definitely did. Like as you come inside the fence, there's definitely like a mechanism on the back, like an airwick thing that was supposed to make it all like just constantly smell like what have you.
Yeah.
Some kids in the neighborhood probably like smashed it because nobody liked what it smelled like.
Perfect.
But as you walk in, there's kind of a pretty big guy. He's heavy. He's got like the yellow hard hat on. He's got like, a plaid work shirt. He's got his boots on and stuff. He's like, oh, hey boss, you're back. It's Mr. El Jefe Grande. You've returned to the work site with the rest of us following your fine election. You're deigned to see yourself back down here with the rest of us. Mr. This is just your president of the local. Just gonna grace us with your presence once again. Okay. I'm just busting your chops, man. It's good to have you back.
Look, it's good to be back, and I'm just saying, miss it out here. It's elections are one thing, but it's good to be back out in the field.
It's good. I'm glad we got somebody good in charge of the union now. You can help take care of things, and you're lucky because
top commie.
Yeah, like he'll like elbow bump you for that one.
Sweet.
But good thing you're back because nobody else here wants to be in charge. The union lawyers are over there. They're talking to a couple suits who showed up with badges.
All right.
And
he'll make
congratulations on your election. He pats you on the shoulder.
Yeah,
Like
he'll like kind of glance over there. It's like, I'm gonna see how long it takes for them to find me. I'll be in the shack, which is like probably like a welding shack, And I'm gonna try and make myself scarce and find. I'm gonna try and find our guy with the suit.
Alfie.
Alfie. I'm gonna try and find Alfie with the frog suit. I think Renkov is like a big dude of like Slavic descent with he always wears a hard hat and it has these like patches, it has these stickers on it from other cleanup sites that he's worked, right? And like it's gotta have like, I don't know, what is another good like MCU disaster that like didn't they like drop a town on a thing once? Like a whole ass town was picked up
like
and
the
dropped.
capital of Sokovia.
It was in Sokovia.
Yeah, cool. So he's got like Sokovia, whatever, whatever's on there, right? Like
That overseas gig.
yeah, Sokovia, whatever, like 19, whenever that movie came out, 2019.
So the cleanup site itself here is part of Greenwich Village, and Greenwich Village was hit in 2018 when
so 07.
heralds of Thanos showed up to try to steal things from people on Earth. Beginning of Avengers Infinity War. If you care to go back and watch that part, which I did, and then just let it run for most of the day.
Just saying, every time the film crews show up, a town is going to get demolished.
Yeah. So Greenwich Village was 2018, and there are still remnant sites here. That's what you're working on, is one of those. Yeah. Before that, there was also like the Chitauri invasion, which screwed up a bunch of Manhattan. And I forget what year that was.
Okay.
That was maybe 2013, 2014-ish, something like that.
Sure. Yeah, and he's got a tiny bit of an accent, like maybe Russian or Ukrainian, and he's slowly ditching it.
You got to pick one or the other these days, man.
I know, right? Yeah, you can't really be a part of it. Let's go with Ukrainian. He's got a tiny Ukrainian accent that's like slowly going away, right? And I'm certainly not going to try and fake that because I don't have those chops. But we can imagine that Renkov has that. And yeah, Renkov is going to try and like hide from the suits and the lawyers for a minute and go find his mate. Which I assume
I think as you're headed to go find where Alfie's at, behind you, like in the background, we see Smitty, the guy who was there at the gate with the hard hat. It's like as Lucian shows up, he's like, "Hey, how many times do I have to tell you those aren't OSHA approved shoes?" Right? I should go ahead and see.
It's hard. They're hard, and I get my hammer and I just hit the toe. I was like, just steel toe. Why can I not be styling and safety?
Look, Lucius, man, just go grab some boots from the lockers, man. Those boots aren't steel toe. That's hard plastic at best. At best.
Hey, boss.
You can wear your styling boots. We don't want to get them dirty, right? Just go get some from the lockers, man.
Man, I look at him. I was like, "See if I get you an egg and cheese biscuit from my bodega next time you ratted me out." And I go to the locker room.
Like, oh, hey, what the hell here, man? Yeah.
Bing bong. I'll be like,
bing bong. Coney Island.
Hey, yo.
Man.
Good.
Where's Joe Byron when you need him?
Yep. And I'm gonna say, hey, Lucius, when you're done with that, meet me in the hot box. All right.
Yeah, I got you, boss.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'll go and change my stylish boots.
And I'll look at the guy manning the gate, and I'll say, and get us a couple of the couple more of the volunteers.
Yeah. There's another one coming. It's like, there's more coming in today. I know, the kid with the Captain Showers. He's gonna be here. And Smarty Pants, she's gonna be in here today too.
That's gonna be great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Just send them to the welding shed and make sure they know where to go.
Yeah.
All right.
All good. I'm on it, boss.
Mm-hmm. And if the suits ask, you haven't seen me come in yet. All right.
Yeah, I mean, lawyers will probably be looking for you in a minute, and I'll send them along. But I'll try to keep the
You're right.
I'm on it.
He's gonna like duck in because I figure he's kind of a tall guy. He's gonna duck into the welding shack where I assume Alfie and his frog suit can be found.
Yeah. So you walk in, you see Alfie working on his baby. Alfie operates heavy machinery. So what he uses to lift debris is basically a mech lifter looking thing, kind of like what Ripley had in Aliens. This bipedal, like walking suit with thick chambered legs, two clawed arms for lifting debris. There's this sort of like bulbous cargo hold in the front. And out from the front comes a grappling cable with a winch to sort of, pull cars out of the Hudson when need be, and
Pull
two,
things up, pull things down, whatever you need.
yeah, and two like big like around like searchlights on top. And because of how it looks, he has tagged up the back of his in a Sharpie. It says Frogger on the back of the neck, and he is making adjustments with his wrench as you walk in. And he goes, "Hey, boss, suits were looking for you. I told them you were dead. They did not believe me."
All right. Well, that's a little heavy-handed, but I like the approach to take them off the
initiative.
Yeah, I'll try every day if I have to.
That's right. As long as it's never true. Alfie, what you been working on?
Oh,
Gotta get this back up and running. As he very gently pats the machine, like he knows it's dirty, but like doesn't want to be the cause of it to ever have a problem. So he goes to like hit it hard. You see him like very gently like just slow down and give some respect to the machine for what it is.
Yeah, man. Frogger is good to go. Just gotta point me at what you want me to lift.
Good.
Earth rocks, space rocks.
Ugh.
Any kind of rocks, basically.
This unobtainium is the worst.
Oh yeah.
Can't break it up. Can't smash it. Can't burn it. Can't cut it.
Obtain it.
Can't obtain it.
To its name.
This is good. This is all right. So I haven't even looked at the work order yet, but we should be getting the group together soon here in a second.
Oh yeah. Send in the delinquents.
I take offense to that.
Want to be upgraded to a hooligan? What's the offense?
I would like to be a respected member of society, sir. That was a bogus charge.
You hear that? He's an innocent man. You hear the system did him wrong, which is.
I mean, Elizabeth, speaking of, why the hell are the suits here? What the fuck are they doing here?
Mm-hmm.
One tried to stop me and say, "If I seen your boss," and I was like, "I don't answer to him. I don't know. Get away from me. I don't trust y'all. Ruined 6 years of my life because of your dumb asses."
We need to get you signed up for real, man. I think you'd be all right in the outfit.
I got 6 more months of this, and then I'm free and clear. Till then,
man, stick with it. This could be you.
Yeah.
Sir, I cannot fit in your machine.
All right, we can calibrate one of the other ones. Not this one, but we'll get you another one.
And of course,
there's like one per job site. Look at the other guy.
I put in a request order for one more suit. It's
been 3 years.
Yeah, it's been 3 years, but
hey, look,
I follow up from time to time.
Alfie, I'm not saying I don't know some people, but I may know some people. Stuff falls off the back of trucks all the time. That's all I'm saying.
Be a big truck.
Look, man, stuff falls off of
Construction
trucks all the
equipment.
time.
So maybe a couple of trucks, one after
Yeah.
another.
All right.
One
got
real
it.
big truck. That's
I'm just
Stark has a
saying,
contract with Lockheed, and Lockheed sends stuff to the ports all the time.
Lucius, you know a whole lot for a guy who's in here for nothing he did wrong.
I
But
didn't
I'm
do
just
nothing
saying,
wrong.
you could start your apprenticeship, right? Work your way up to journeyman.
Oh yeah, that would actually be nice. It'd be nice to start paying in.
See, that's what I'm saying.
My sister be fitting the bill, and though Miguel's a cool guy and all, but eventually he's gonna do what everybody else is doing around here and raise the rent. He's been cool with us, but people
Right.
gonna have people.
Yeah, well, that's the deal, right?
he can have
You have the
conversation
most.
with you. By the way, it's the 5th, and
Yeah, rent was due on the 1st. But
Maybe I can
look,
actually fix
Lucius,
his
I'm
elevator.
just saying, man, like you got the most on-time arrivals in a row of
Well,
pretty much anybody in your situation. So
if I don't come on time, I go back to Rikers, and I don't know if you've been to Rikers here recently. Not the greatest people in the world.
I'm just saying, you're properly motivated, you're doing well. When you're done with this, you could start your apprenticeship. It'd be all right.
Shit, yeah, I got nothing. I mean,
Just saying.
good work.
Think on it.
I'll think on it. I'll think
Right.
on it.
All right. Gotta do my job as top commie around here. Otherwise, I might lose the gig.
Hey, y'all got good medical insurance, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, man.
We invented it. So it's gotta be.
Fair.
Smitty's like coming in to bring in like something, and he's like, "Yeah, medical insurance is great. After that crane fell on me, whole new skeleton."
Oh, it's great. You know how much we get if we get hit by a repulsor blast? It's nuts, man.
There's actually a writer for like Avenger type stuff.
Oh yeah.
We get, Stark Industries.
If you
has to
develop
show up.
cancer from exposure to Chari remains, man, the payout.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's
Sure, they wreck whole neighborhoods, but the
Yeah.
Bennies. I'm just kidding. This is
Hawkeye
pretty
doesn't
rough.
miss, but if he did and I was there, like he got one to the shoulder, I'm set, man. You'll never see me again.
Or that shoulder, because it's gone.
Yeah, I think I'm covered to get a new one though.
Right.
I thought Falcon was supposed to be the new captain anyway. Why'd they pick this joke anyway?
I don't know, man.
that's
Bro, it's like
Falcon is
institutionalized
Captain
racism, dog. Like,
This guy,
like
this guy
it's the
knows
fucking
what's up.
system. What do you think they weren't gonna make Captain America some other blonde white motherfucker? Come on, like,
Hey,
damn, it's too good to be true.
let him cook.
I do want to call out that I am a blonde white.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're also like a
trying
woman,
to be
so that's
the
like
face
good.
of the country. No,
No. That's just what she walks in, right? Like that blonde white.
I think there's one more moment before she gets there.
Okay.
So it's raining. Like you can hear the rain starting to hit the roof of like the welding shack here. And Ava, I think you had your trip timed out perfectly if it hadn't been raining, and now you're under the awning in front of a coffee shop, and you're like, if it wasn't raining and I wasn't behind schedule, I could go in and get the coffee that I wanted, and now I'm behind schedule and I can't do it. So you're like kind of like looking in the reflection in the rain. And you have that second where it's like, oh, like Professor Zivas is like behind you in the reflection, and you turn to look and she's not there. But like the traffic is like kind of stopped for the light, and like you see people are just moving all over the place. And on the far side of the street, you notice that like there's one woman standing still. And as you kind of like see her through the rain and stuff like that, you're like, oh, she's wearing like this like kind of jumpsuit and like a like rain jacket over the top that's like the same kind of olive green kind of color as the jumpsuit. And like she's wearing a hood, and it's like it kind of dawns on you that she looks a lot like you. And then the traffic starts moving again, and like as a bus passes by, like she's not there anymore. But she was just standing there, like
Just staring at me.
Yeah.
It's very confusing to Ava. Looks at her watch, and she's still gonna be early. Like the yeah. And so she decides to go get that coffee and think through whatever the hell that just was. Yeah, she'll still be early though.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll get to the job site as everybody's in the welding shed here, getting everything sorted out, like coffee in hand.
I don't think it's their first time on the site, so but they do kind of treat her with kid gloves a little bit.
They're familiar. They've seen you here. Smitty has probably given you the speech before about like, I ain't usually, people, the brainy types aren't usually my cup of tea, but like you I like. And it's like, thanks, Smitty. That's great.
Hey, she came prepared with like her steel-toed boots that were like regulation. She's got the vest and the hat. Like she came prepared.
Do I make those?
Oh yeah,
we appreciate the initiative. Like there's like a locker full of like dirty orange high vis vest. You like got your own, so it's like nice and clean. Like
yeah, I was gonna say like Renkov is always in some sort of like high vis like hot yellow, hot orange shirt, right? That has some rando design on it. Some landscaping company or some painting company or whatever. Like y'all have never seen him in anything but
waste disposal.
Yeah, exactly. Like you've never seen him in anything but like a high vis t-shirt, except for when he had to go do union work in a suit. But otherwise, he's always in some kind of like high vis t-shirt. He just like a new one every time. He's got hundreds of them. As far as you know.
I think that Ava decided that the look for construction worker was stereotypical 2000s lesbian, which with just the whole Portland vibe of like flannel shirt, the boots, the jean. That's her vibe while she's working.
But you have your own high vis vest.
Oh yes, all that is my stuff. Yes. brand new.
Your own work gloves. Your own.
Yes.
Wow, you got like Buffalo. You got that's the high end stuff is Buffalo or Carhartt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's. I was like, it's my favorite suit. And I'll be like, it's my favorite suit. Hey.
It's to me, to Ava.
Yeah. Because you're if I remember as a player, you're like a lawyer apprentice, right?
I'm in pre-law. And
pre-law, yeah.
And Princess works too. It's fine. But she's here doing extracurricular stuff for her CV, helping stuff. Yeah.
That's right.
All right, student government. Let's go.
Model UN. All right. Looks like today everybody's on time. So good job, folks. And he's like,
fuck.
Marks a thing.
I didn't want to be on time. Damn it.
You just walk back out the building, man. Like it's right there. The gate's
too late. I've already written it down. So
my watch is fast. That's terrible.
Maybe it's meant to be today. Anyways, the rain's gonna keep us from doing a bunch of stuff, but there's still some things we can do, out on the grounds.
Like, so we need to finalize the basement level today. And like you guys can get down there. Like we've cleaned up most of the stuff in the upper layers. Once we do that, we can make sure the foundation's solid. Then we can like start having her Titania's architects tell us what it is that they're actually after. And I think we're cleaning up after something came through and destroyed part of the city. And it's sat here basically fallow for a while because nobody wanted to sink the money into it until Titania was like, this will become my flagship New York City store.
Right.
And part of the environmental survey or whatever is that you have to clean up whatever.
But because it's like cleaning up this destroyed site, she also there's government assistance to build the store if I do it in Greenwich Village instead of Times Square, right?
Right, of course.
Very
capitalism again. one of the lawyers from outside will come in. It's probably like sort of a smallish woman, dark hair pulled back. Like, oh, good, you're here, Mr. Rinkoff. Look,
I'm gonna like look at Smitty.
Yeah, but
like, what, dude?
he's like, hey man, she's one of ours. She's a union lawyer. She's one of us, man. Like, yeah, just so you know, we can keep everything on the up and up. Make sure that we're keeping track of stuff. Make sure chain of custody, if we find anything weird, is airtight. Those guys were from DODC, which is Department of Damage Control. For those of us who are not familiar with it, they are a joint U.S. government and Stark Industries operation that's responsible for cleaning up after superpowered events and tracking down superpowered people blowing stuff up. And hey, Peter Parker, admit who you are, like trying to intimidate Aunt May, that kind of good stuff. So yeah, they had, I guess, something that got cleaned up at one of the other job sites here around Greenwich Village. It went to a warehouse, right? We tagged it, marked it, ran it through the chain of protocol. They put it in storage, disappeared. Don't know what happened to it. But they're getting super strict about like making sure that nothing. Make sure we follow the protocol. Make sure we write everything down. You know all this, but just a reminder. Make sure.
Sure. So there's another clipboard with some more paperwork we're gonna carry around with us. Is that kind of the gig, or is there more equipment or
like same paperwork? Just make sure it's filled out in detail. If you do find anything, make sure nothing slips through the cracks.
Yep.
And make sure that only people who are supposed to be on site are on site and messing with things. Right? Okay. They don't know who found out what was going on, what something was, or where it went, but like it went missing, and like
all right.
I don't know why anybody would steal half an arm, but apparently that's crap that happens now. So
that's weird. Here, and I'm gonna I'm gonna hand that clipboard full of like important evidentiary paperwork. I'm gonna hand that to Ava and say,
Ava just starts reading through it. Like,
yeah, of course. Just... Like there you go. This is up your alley.
Dean's list.
I know this lawyer's name, right? Of course, I'm probably work with.
Oh yeah.
I got a name. If you don't have one handy, Lita, Leta.
Okay.
Let's say, Lita. If you need anything, contact Ava. She'll be the one actually writing things down while we're down there.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Hey,
you still want to keep doing? She'll see that she'll probably mention to Ava. It's like, hey, if you keep doing community service, maybe at some point we can get you in our office for an internship if you do your thing. And she's like, yes.
She's like golden retriever nodded. Just a heads up.
Yeah. Hi. Sorry. An arm?
I can't make this crap up. Yes.
Like a this kind of arm, or like pointing at the machine, that kind of arm. Okay.
Oh.
From what I understand, this but bigger. And from that thing that like just was like the big ship shipped like a Q that showed up to like wreck everything.
Yeah.
Like this. But yeah. It's
gotcha. I think I saw that
chain of custody
clip. I think I saw that clip on YouTube.
That's right.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Right. So alien stuff, all that.
Yes, anything you find, bag it and tag it. Keep records. Yep. There's like the app for chain of custody on your phone. It's like use the app.
Use the app. Take the pictures, the video, all of the stuff.
Like you take out the Bluetooth tag, you pull out the little tab so the battery engages, you mark it so we know where it's at. You can, Add the air tag to it if you find anything interesting.
Oh my god, it's got to be like you open the app and it's like Stark Industries fucking flashes across the screen, right?
Oh yeah.
And then it like very quickly and obtrusively like takes a photo of your face, right? And you're
Like it does the like whole
Yeah.
screen flash thing. Yeah.
Yes. And every time it's like, ugh. So all the pictures are like these awful, like squinty-eyed photos.
Especially the ones where like I know it's coming. Like
It's like a boomer's Facebook profile picture, just like fucking iPad at a 45-degree angle. Like,
yeah. But
up
look,
the nose view.
yeah,
but
yeah.
look, Stark Industries isn't going to accept this photo. It's going to say do it again before the app will actually open.
Yeah.
So you just
like, it does the view from down here, and then it's like, sorry, Face ID didn't recognize that.
Yeah.
Do you want to use a passcode? You can't.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like DODC with Stark Industries, the app.
Yes.
This is somehow worse than the Red Markets apocalypse.
We've already gotten there.
This is bad.
There it was just like, at least we just have to deal with the zombies. The capitalism is back in the other side of the Mississippi. Now it's everywhere, man.
We're in the middle of it.
But yeah, she will go on about her business. She'll reiterate for like the third time. Make sure we're tracking everything. Make sure nothing goes missing. Make sure we don't like cluing in too many people about what's going on. It's like, no offense to present company, you guys, you're not actually union. You're we need to limit how much information you know about what's going on with what. But our contract is with so and so, and their contract is with the ODC, and yeah. So they show up. We have questions to answer.
Yeah, Lita, before you go, I noticed one of the suits out there is not wearing one of these hard hats. He's got one of those stupid cowboy hard hats. Can you get rid of him before we start? Tell him something about how we need to have regulation hard hats before work can actually begin, and he's costing us money.
Happen.
All right, thank you.
Also tell him that Yellowstone is cosplay cowboys and he's not cool just because he went on a trip out there, because that's where he got that from. It had to be. No self-respected New Yorker will wear that.
Thank you, Lucius. Thank you. Yes, all of those things. Say all of those things to him.
I'll make sure that happens. All right. Congratulations on the win. I'm sure we'll be meeting again soon.
Yep.
She'll go back out about her business.
Sweet.
Probably a Mets fan.
That's good. Yeah, I set my cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee down and start getting set up to go down. Whatever that is, grab the lights, grab the stuff, do the thing
actually,
to get ready.
Here's a good one. I can put Roll20 to use. There, shared with 6 players, popped up. That agent, I have a picture. There
Yes.
Agent Cleary
right.
out there
my
with
gosh.
the one kind of hard hat.
Yes.
He's absolutely the guy that went out to Yellowstone and watched it and he's that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you all know what I'm talking about.
that
It's the
guy.
hard hat that's shaped like a cowboy hat,
Yeah.
and it's just so dumb looking.
Every time I go out west, you can always find one. And dude, they rag the hell out of those guys.
Good.
Like, oh, here's the new guy. Here's the
Good.
new guy.
Good. Good. Love that.
Oh man.
Yeah, but Smitty will like roll out like what blueprints there are of like, well, this is what the building was. And we've cleared up ground floor is stable. We have shored up everything above that. We know what they're doing. All good, but we got to get you guys into the basement to wrap some stuff up and make sure everything's cool down there. So that's what we got to focus on today. That's the bulk of the project. Then we're kind of handled. It's just a question of like cleaning some stuff out of here. So yeah, we're going to send you guys downstairs out here.
All right. Hey, Smitty, are these just a question? Because I heard construction guys talk about this stuff before whenever looking at these suggestions on paper. Are these blueprints the as-built, or were these the original idea before the guys actually made the thing?
These are when the building was renovated in 1988. These are the plans from the renovation.
Okay. All right. So not awful.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're the most recent plans that were on file with the city. They're,
All right.
they're what we know about the building.
Okay.
Everything upstairs has been spot on. So
Cool. All right. So when you tell me there's
take one bookshelf that had like a thing of space behind it to store stuff in, but it's fine. That was just some bottles of booze, and we have it down at the Union Hall now. None of it. Look, meat is gone, right? None of it was from another planet, so that's cool.
I just wanted to make sure that the plans say there's an extra like fire escape. It's actually there this time, right? Because sometimes we go to look for other ways out. It's not actually present. That's all I'm saying.
No, everything's been good here so far.
All right,
It'll be good, right? Simple in and out mission. Just get down there, survey it, make sure everything's okay. Catalog anything that's down there we might need to clean up. We're good. No problems. Almost guaranteed no arms. No.
Can Ava do a thing?
Yes.
So while everyone was talking, or at least they were talking, Ava pulled out a little notepad from her, from a pocket, and just took some bullet notes on some things that she heard, just regarding all of that, and then slipped it back away.
Okay. Yeah, then I think we get a shot of like there's probably a moment where like we're getting everybody ready to go down into the basement level here, and like everybody's going down the ladder, and then like Smitty like kind of like puts his hand on Angel's shelf. He's like, you should back up, kid. And then like they have like the magnetic thing that like latches onto the back of the loader to like lower it down into the basement. It's like, we don't want you getting stuck to it by your face.
Yeah.
I shout up. I'm like, that was disrespectful.
Titanium's not magnetic, is it?
Safety first, kid.
Titanium's not magnetic, is it? I didn't check.
I'm not taking any chances. Just
Okay.
you're good. All right, we got Alfie's in there. All right, you can go ahead now.
Hey, and these things, and he'll like tap on his like steel-toed Doc Martens. He's like, these are OSHA compliant. None of that hard
All
plastic
right.
shit.
Good to hear that. He's like,
I checked.
you only got to have the like, the like mid calf, the like low calf ones, and yours are probably the ones that like go all the way up to the knee.
Yeah,
It's
they're like calf height probably with like just probably a couple like non-OSHA compliant like studs on them like shit. But they're steel toe. They're actual steel toe.
Cool. Yeah, then we get a shot of like everybody like descending down here into the thing, and we can fade to black for a moment and take a break for a few minutes, and come back and pick up from there.
cool.
Okay. So it is 2 minutes before the hour, so we'll probably be back about 10 past.
I love
Shoot
that. That's
for
what
10
you're gonna
minutes.
estimate. I love it.
Always shooting for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
We aim
Usually-
for 2. Sometimes it happens.
Every once in a while.
We'll see how in 10-ish.
10.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw it when I walked, boy. I saw it when I walked, boy. I saw it when I walked, boy.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
it's still there.
All right.
I just want to get a sense real quick of like a visual for your for Alfie's mech or like
Mhm.
power suit thing.
Yeah.
Does it, when it's like descending, is it like awkwardly taking steps like it's going downstairs, or does it like climb down, crawl down? Like how visually, how does it descend down this space?
I think that I think in its current form it can like walk, maybe like awkwardly like climb.
Mhm.
It's not that like agile though. Its main like mode of walking is just the lumbering like walk forward.
Cool. Yeah, I just wanted to get like a visual sense for like because we're all gonna have to like make space for it. You
Mhm.
know, it's this huge, useful but also dangerous piece of machinery. And so I wanted to get a sense of like if it's lumbering, then we're all giving it like a pretty wide berth. You know,
Mhm,
because it's
mhm.
like we got to be careful about it, and like maybe one of us is ahead, spotting like firm ground for you. You know, that's probably Angel's job. And stuff like that. So I'm just kind of getting a sense of like what we do to get this huge hunk of like machinery
Yeah,
down
I
into
mean,
the work zone.
yeah, I think it has somewhat like some maneuverability. It's got to be an improvement on the forklift. We would not like, we would not bring a worse forklift. So I think, it's kind of like has some like all-terrain capabilities with its walking.
It wasn't supposed to be like,
navigate.
here, take something big and like put it inside the foundational level of a building. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's some control. There's some nuance to it.
Just knocking down supports and something.
Yeah. It just keeps getting rid of structure.
That wasn't load bearing, was it?
We can lose 51%. It's not a problem. But at 52%, we all die.
Angel definitely yelled up from like the bottom of the ladder and was like, "Hey, I checked. Titanium's not even fucking magnetic. I'm good.
Keep that in time, Kel. Keep that in mind for next time, kid." Like,
all right.
All right. So I think like the show comes back, and there's a scene where it's like, oh, it's Smitty at the gate, as like the other guys from the work site are all like, it's like, yeah, no, I'll catch you guys after lunch break, and they're all kind of like going off and doing their thing. Smitty's kind of like watching the entrance here, and then we see Smitty kind of stop and be like, whoa, hey, I don't know who you guys are. You can't come in here. And it's like the two guys who were sitting in front of the bodega across the street when Alfie was getting his stuff in the morning. And they kind of like walk up, and like a van pulls up behind them, and the door opens, and there's like 4 guys in like black jumpsuits with like masks. I'm like, yeah, come on. It's like, oh, whoa, what the hell do you guys think you're doing? And like the guy who was talking to Alfie when he came out, like reaches under his jacket and like pulls out this like space ray gun thing, and we just see this like flash of light, and like Smitty goes spinning across the entire job site till he hits a wall.
No, not
Oh, well,
Smitty.
we have to kill that guy. With like that guy there, he will be not alive.
We are not.
No, we found my target. Don't worry about it. It's not a little old lady. We found my target.
We are right now. We're like fucking. We got shovels in our hands.
We're just dudes.
Just dudes, my dude.
And then like those 2 guys who were out front will like gesture to the guys in the jumpsuits. It's like, yeah, we're there. And they head towards the ladder that went down.
Oh, cool.
They're here for another arm. How gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, so down in the basement, like who's kind of like out front, like
I guess
you're
that
probably okay.
Looking for the solid ground, whatever, for the mech walker.
Okay.
The Metal Gear.
You're probably down here with flashbacks now. All right. So you're probably down here with like flashlights and stuff right now. Like there's probably like Smitty probably pointed out like on the blueprints, like, yeah, electrical junction should be over in this area kind of deals. You gotta see what that's like and do that kind of stuff.
We've got those like hanging caged construction lights way back by the ladder. So there's an area that's super well lit.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just pouring in. So we've got these like silhouetted figures as we're walking down the hall kind of deal, like all cinematic. And then click on our gigantically bright flashlights that are unreasonably bright.
They're unreasonably bright, and like the light is like covers this much space.
That's right.
That's exactly where you point it.
That's right. Just enough. Like it's almost as if there's a tech just off scene that's like spritzing some like dust into the air. So you get those beam lines well defined as we're going along. And like one of us has like always kicking up dust just to like sell it to the audience.
I'm sure
it ain't asbestos.
Like a dust mask, which is like, this isn't like, powdered Chitauri remains or something, like,
Probably got. I imagine we got respirators and shit, right?
Whose respirator is hanging around their neck?
Me.
Not mine. Not mine. No.
So Lucius is out
He's
front
like-
too, because if you
Yeah,
Respirator's
absolutely.
hanging on the front, you're like, let's just get this done.
Yeah, I was like, I was in Rikers, man, back, and it's like got crowded. So, and they didn't give a shit. So, the fact I got out of there and not got it, then
Yeah, listen, man. They started sending us to the fucking raft after
really,
a certain point. Yeah. Yeah. Try being fucking cellmates with Mysterio or whatever the fuck. I wasn't. But like, I don't know. Some of those guys could have been mutants. I don't know. How can you tell?
Hey,
I don't
man.
know.
Man, fucking mutants, they're gonna be the death of us all.
No
Hey,
shit's
hey.
supernatural, I'll tell you that.
Any one of us could be a mutant right now.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
that's
I
true,
gotta.
Just saying.
That's true. I hear you. But like, look at all this, right? Look at all every time something pops off, some like, apartment building's got to get blown up, and that's not right.
Yeah, but that's more the aliens' fault than the mutants' fault. And honestly,
like-
Stark.
I mean, honestly, like if you look at the law, the things that have gone through the court, it has been determined that it could be, both, and then she just goes. She just goes.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I saw that clip.
Destruction by alien equipment is caused by the.
I saw
How's
that
the
clip.
fucking hand up your ass feel? Come on.
Hey.
We all saw the
Hey.
clip. We all saw the clip of Iron Man and Hulk fighting it out, and they weren't gentle in that town, right?
Yes, a Hulk.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The good guys, but they still took out like an apartment building, right? People were living there, right?
Yeah,
Nothing's
look.
gentle about that whole scene. That's all I'm saying.
It
all I'm
it
saying.
can't be that hard not to knock down a building. I mean, come on. Like,
I mean, what the?
it can't be that hard.
As Alfie's like trying to like
Trying not
navigate
to knock
between
down the
these
building.
beams.
I
Okay,
have
that
a-
was okay.
I was like, I have a sledgehammer. I'm like, yeah, this one's I'm like beating the ground. Like, it's good over here, man. You good? Wait a minute, we're in the basement. Why are we even worried about this? And he just puts the hammer back over his shoulder.
Oh, because there might be something down here that like they want to protect. That's why we have to be careful about things.
I mean, yeah.
just
All right.
as a reminder.
Yeah, maybe the ground soil is shifted out from underneath. You got to make sure the floor is not hollow now.
Wow, that sounds like more like city problems than
That
mutant
sounds like
problems.
a good chance for us to try playing with the character sheet and roll 20.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, all right.
This is like, why are we even down here? Who cares? It's a basement. What could possibly go wrong?
And my apartment's got a load-bearing broom, so like, don't even get me started.
Yeah. So Casey, if you want to pop up your character sheet,
Yep.
Oh no.
There's rules in this game.
I know, right? Jerk did that.
It's part of the fun to see how long we can go before we have to use the character sheet. I think we did well post break.
Yeah, hey,
post break. That's pretty good.
We got a good long way.
Yeah, up until now it's just been freeform improv, which is fine.
That's real.
So Casey, I'm gonna have you make an agility check.
Oh god.
And it is going to be routine. So the target number is a 9.
I got a 13, a 5, a 2,
Okay.
a 5.
Yeah, you take a step and like your ankle kind of twists as like a chunk of concrete goes out from underneath you and falls down, and you can like catch yourself and land on the other side of like this gap in the concrete.
So I look up and I'm like, all right. And I looked at, I'm like, the city should really do something about that. And I just look into the hole. I was like, what? Like, I just kick a rock down there.
It falls. It goes a ways before it hits something down there.
What the hell?
What you can see, like if you shine your flashlight down there, is it like there's like the bottom of a stairwell. There.
I thought you said I look up at your boss man.
Renkoff.
My nickname. Renkoff.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
hey,
you
I
can be
thought
boss
you.
man, that's fine too.
Yeah, boss man. Hey, You got the schematics, right?
Yeah, let me see if I can find the funny papers. 1 second. And he like reaches into his bag, plops them out, presses them against the wall, you know? Let somebody give some light on this real quick. And yeah, all right, I got him.
Yeah, tell me why there's a stairwell down here. If this is supposed to be the basement.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb here and say that stairwell goes to some other building that's not on this here drawing, right, Mike? Just making sure I'm not. All right, cool.
It goes to additional construction below what is on these blueprints. That does not appear in the blueprints.
I look over.
Maybe underneath us is like an old train station. You know, I think the orange line kind of goes through this area, this part of Greenwich Village. So maybe, I don't know, man.
Well,
so either Renkov or Alfie, if one of you wants to make a logic check, I'll let you decide who can do it. Okay.
I can do logic. It's already high because I made this,
Yeah.
I'll just I'll
probably Renkov was like, I don't know, I can never make any sense of shit. Alfie, what are we looking at here?
It was routine. The target number was 9. You have blown well past that.
I got a 17.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's good.
Yeah, so looking at he's got the map up here on the wall, and he's kind of like, we're shining lights on it, we're seeing, and like based on like the gap is here, and you see the bottom of a stairwell underneath, and like in the blueprints, there's kind of like this gap space in it that's like not really like marked out as being part of the basement, but it's like that matches up to being like above where this stairwell we see at the bottom is at.
So basically, like, these stairs lead to something not on the blueprint, like not on the map, basically.
Yeah, something not on the map leads to the level that is not on the map.
Okay.
Love that.
But you have a rough idea of where.
Okay.
We look.
Do I know like any like history of what this might be, or just I know that this probably leads to something?
Just that like the spaces kind of line up for like.
Okay.
There's this chunk that's not supposedly part of the basement here, and then that's where this stairwell seems to be at.
I look at Poppy, and then not Poppy, but because I know your nickname better, and I look at Cat's character, and I'll be like, "Hey, what's the legal like? We gotta take note and pictures, right? This is a discovery and chain of command, right?"
Oh, yes. Since this is not like directly on the blueprints that we see, we probably do, or we do need to categorize this find here. We probably shouldn't like go look down or anything, because that could be against the code. But yeah, we definitely need to like categorize it.
Look over the ball. Oh, I was gonna say, I look over. We got to make sure it's safe for the workers, though, right?
That's right. So, Angel, go ahead and take out some yellow spray paint, spray some like yellow lines around here, just to kind of call attention to this hole in the ground. And if you've got one of those little like collapsible cones in your pack, go ahead and pop that out and just put that right there on the ground. That'll be good. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of this, and I'll just open up my Stark Industries doc app.
Get blinded in the basement by the flash.
Yeah. My eyes are teeny tiny, like little pin dots, and then like there's this second where I can't see at all, and then
So
take a picture of our hole in the ground. I'm like, all right, documented, bagged and tagged. I guess let's take a look and see if there's, I don't know, something to clean up down there.
cool. I hear that, and I hear what I want to hear. And before anybody, I was like, unless somebody wants to stop me, I'm going down in the hole.
How big is this hole?
It's not super big. I mean, you were also talking about having a sledgehammer, making it bigger as an option.
I mean, I'll absolutely will smash it. You know,
And plus, I mean, if need be, there is an entire loader thing there that could just be like,
I mean, yeah.
I just like that you asked what Ava thought the rules were, and she told you what the rules were, and then you went, let's smash this bitch open and go in it.
Yeah.
Correct.
What I heard is plausible deniability,
Look.
because I also checked in with Bossman and he said we got to make sure the work site is safe. So I'm like,
I just thought it was funny.
We made sure the hole was safe. We spray painted yellow lines on the floor and put out an orange cone.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
There's like in big letters, it just says like hole.
Hole.
Perfect.
like, yeah, man,
And then,
the first was great. No, that's
Like on the way back, like Angel will definitely be adding like, hey, a hole. There's a hole. With an
It just
arrow and some
the
lines.
warning just keeps getting further and further down the hall as you add more insult to the thing.
How far does this like drop down the hole?
so it goes down probably about 10 feet to like it's like if you had a stairway that's it starts up here where there's like the gap in the map and it goes down farther and like it drops down into like the middle of the stairs.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like the
And-
biggest problem is that it's stairs.
And is
like,
there
how do you land well on stairs?
is there like we're looking at this hole in the ground in the hallway, right? Can we get past this hole and keep going? And there would
Yeah, I mean
really be
it's a
stairs over
good
there.
size and you can like look down through it, but it's not like so big that like, oh god, can we leap across this chasm or anything like that? Yeah.
Right.
I also have a cable and winch if people
I
want
was
to
gonna say, I
climb
was
down
like-
that.
I would absolutely volunteer for that. I was like,
Well, hold on a second. No. We cannot just lower you down on the winch. You don't even have like a rappelling harness or any of that stuff. And if you got hurt, you might miss out on work. You'd be on.
look,
You're not even in the union. I can't like no. If anybody's going down there, it's Alfie or me. All right, and it's probably going to be me because Alfie's got to run the winch. So before any of us go down a random hole, why don't you go past the hole? You and Angel go past the hole and just see what's ahead. And maybe there's another way down that doesn't involve a 10-foot drop.
all right, fine. Take the fun out.
Maybe
of
there's
it.
an arm or like a leg.
If you see
Hey.
something, say something. That's what they say.
I mean,
Then
we gotta
drink to
like
forget.
tag it or whatever, right?
That's right.
All right, come on, man. Come on, Angel. Let's go to the boring part of the building. The first fun thing that's happened in 2 years at the job site.
And
Try
while
not to
they're
trip
going,
over those
Mike,
boots.
I'm gonna start getting my belt sorted and get the like safety loops set up so that the winch can lower me down.
Oh, so you're not even gonna do OSHA compliance, okay?
Look, I'm on healthcare. All right, you are not.
You're covered by the union for this job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
the top commie. He can do what he wants.
He
That's
can
right.
do whatever he wants.
I got the best healthcare of all the healthcare in the room. Of course, I'm going to go down. But yeah, I do want you guys to see ahead, but I'm assuming it's not going to work out. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready.
Okay, so I think Lucius is like kind of griping about the situation, and Riot Heart, do you want to make a vigilance check for me?
Ah, yeah. I can do that. I got some vigilance.
So it's
Did I just click it?
it is difficult, which makes it target number 13. But we have seen the plans, and we kind of know where something might be, which is an edge. So if you click one of those dice, you can re-roll it.
Oh.
Roll the 3.
Like, I just click it?
So
I just click
if
the
you
mouse?
click
Oh,
the 2
edge.
in the column there and say edge,
Oh my god. Hey, now it's a
13.
3.
All right. Yeah, you're like over here. There's like this panel, and it's like there's a light switch, but it's like this isn't. You flip the light switch, and like it doesn't. I mean, there's no power running through down here, and it doesn't turn anything on. But you do hear like a latch noise, and then like kind of like lean on it, like that section of wall kind of like rotates in.
What?
What kind of crazy place is this? Boss!
I think it's definitely like probably leans too hard, maybe falls through. I think that's more fun. You
I'm good
can't
with
just
that.
have a rotating wall that you just casually walk through. Like, you gotta fall through it every time.
Angel stops being like the suave, cool. He's like, ah!
I mean, he's not that anyway. He's just
Back
grumpy.
up with it then for a second, because I think there's probably like you get over there and there's like just this random light switch, and you're like flick, 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 flick,
Yeah.
like whatever, and you lean back against it, and then like
Yeah, for sure.
Great job, Casanova.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna win all the ladies. You need
Bro,
help
what are
there,
you
partner?
even talking about? dog?
you're probably like sitting down at the bottom of it, and like your hair like is kind of like stuck to it, like so
Oh,
it's probably sliding down
not
along it.
Angel's definitely the kind of person that would just like take the L and rip the hair out if it's not too much. Like,
Oh, it's not tangled.
not
It's
give
just
a
like
fuck.
it's unwashed and kind of like clings like
Yeah.
for a minute. Like,
I pull out my hand and help him up. I'm like, come on, my man.
All right.
Hey,
um,
I just shine the light. Found something.
How do I tag a secret door?
Yellow paint, orange cone. Take
No
a
shit.
picture.
All right.
Hey,
Open the Stark app.
Yeah.
here's a $1 million question: did Angel and lose down D like was like I'm not downloading this app. Bad, it's bad enough that I gotta deal with
Yeah,
deal with my
if you don't
this
download
is
the
how
app on
the
your
government tracks you.
if you don't
Literally.
download the app on your personal phone, you have to have like a worksite device, which is
Oh,
this
yeah.
like OtterBox thick, clunky ass device. It's got a touch screen, but you got to really jam on it to get it to do anything.
That is like exactly what Angel has, because like they were in prison for a while and like didn't really want to update the phone afterwards, and so it's like my phone doesn't even fucking have that.
Yeah.
What do you
So
mean they
I
don't
still have
flip anymore?
I still have the Edge network. What are you talking about? 5G.
You got a
Hang
BlackBerry.
on, I'll send him a text.
Razor.
A B C D E.
No, it's
Nah, we
the
on-
it's the one. What
Got
year
that
was
touch
that?
line.
Like
Text now, yeah.
2010, 2011. It's like the LG Shine, where like the front's a
Oh
mirror,
yeah.
but it's all
Yeah.
cracked to shit.
Yes.
It's all cracked to shit. Fucking slide up bullshit.
Oh my god.